Lud's park is wide and broad, and grass grows green in our country. Each man can get the love of his lady, but alas, I can get none for me. It's of two men I sing my song. Their names are William, Stewart and John. William, he is the eldest brother, but John, he is the wiser man. But William, he is in care bed laid, and for the love of a fair lady. If he have not the love of the Earl of Mar's daughter, in faithful love then he must die. Then John was sorry for his brother, to see him lie and languish so. What do you mourn for, brother, he says, I pray you tell me to your woe. Do you mourn for gold, brother, he says, or do you mourn for fee? Or do you mourn for a likesome lady? You never saw her with your ease. I do not mourn for gold, he says, nor I do not mourn for any fee, but I do mourn for a likesome lady. I ne'er blink on her with my knee. But when harvest is gotten, my dear brother, all this is true that I tell thee. Gentlemen, they love hunting well, and give white men their cloth and fee. Then I'll go a-wooing for thy sake, in all the speed that I can go, and for to see this likesome lady, and hope to send thee good tidings home. John Stewart is gone a-wooing for his brother, so far into fair Scotland, and left his brother in mild fear, until he heard the good tidings. And when he came to the Earl of Mar's house, so well he could his courtesy, and when he came before the Earl, he kneeled low down upon his knee. Oh, rise up, John Stewart, rise up now, I do bid thee. How doth thy father, John Stewart, and all the lords in his country? And it please you, my lord, my father is dead, my brother and I cannot agree. My brother and I are fallen at discord, and I'm come to crave a service of thee. Oh, welcome, welcome, John Stewart, a welcome man thou art to me. I'll make thee chamberlain to my daughter, and for to tend to that lady so free. And if thou wilt have a better office, ask and thou shalt have it of me. And where I give other men a penny of wage, in faith, John, thou shalt have 3. And then bespake him John Stewart, and these were the words, said he: there is no office in your court this day that better pleaseth me. The Friday is gone, the Sunday is come, all this is true that I do say. and to the church that they be gone, John Stewart and the lady gay. And as they did come home again, I wish it was a meeting mile, John Stewart and the lady gay, they thought it but a little while. I am a messenger, lady, he says, I am a messenger to thee. Oh, speak for thyself, John Stewart, she says, a welcome man that thou shalt be. Nay, by my faith, says John Stewart, whichever, alas, that may not be, he hath a higher degree in honour, alas, lady, than even me. He is a lord now born by birth, and an earl after his father doth die. His hair is yellow, his eyes been grey, all this is true that I tell thee. He is fine in the middle and small in the waist, and pleasant in a woman's eye, and more than this, he dies for your love. Therefore, lady, show some pity. If this be so, then says the lady, if this be true that thou tells me, by my faith, then, John Stewart, I can love him heartily. Bid him meet me at St. Patrick's Church on Sunday after St. Andrew's Day. The flower of Scotland will be there, and then begins our summer's play. And bid him bring with him 100 gunners, and rank riders let them be, and let them be of the rankest riders that can be found in that country. The best and worst, and all in like, bid him clothe them in one livery, and for his men green is the best, and green now let their liveries be. And clothe himself in scarlet red, that is so seemly for to see, for scarlet is a fair colour, and pleasant always in a woman's eye. He must play 16 games at ball against the men of this country, and if he win in the greater part, then I shall love him more tenderly. What the lady said, John Stewart writ, and to Argyle Castle sent it he. And when Willie Stewart saw the letter, forth of care bed then lo he. He mustered together his merry men all, he mustered them so lovingly, he thought he had had scarce on 100, then had he 11 score and 3. He chose forth 100 of the best that were to be found in that country. He clad them all in one colour, and green I wish their liveries be. He clad himself in scarlet red, that is so seemly for to see, for scarlet is a fair colour, and seemly in a woman's e'e. And then toward Patrick Church he went, with all his men in brave array, to get a sight, if he might, and speak with his lady gay. When they came to St. Patrick's Church, she kneeled down by her mother truly. Oh, mother, if it please you to give me leave, the Stewart's horse fain would I see. I'll give you leave, my dear daughter, and I and my maid will go with ye. The lady had rather have gone herself than I had her mother's company. And when they came before Willie Stewart, so well he could his courtesy, I'd kiss your daughter, lady, he said, and if you will, that so it be. The lady's mother was content to do a stranger that courtesy, and when Willie he had gotten a kiss, I wish she might have teamed him 3. 16 games were played that day, this is the truth as I do say. Willie Stewart and his merry men, they carried 12 of them away. And when the games that they were done, and all the folks away were gone, but the Earl of Mar and William Stewart, the Earl would needs have William home. When they came unto the Earl's house, they walked to a garden green, for to confer of their business, into the garden they be gone. I love your daughter, says William Stewart, but I cannot tell whether she loves me. Marry God defend, says the Earl of Mar, that ever so that it should be. I had rather a gallows there was made, and hang thee for my daughter's sake. I'd rather a fire were made at a stake, and burn thee for my daughter's sake. To chamber, gay lady, he says, in the devil's name now I bid thee, and thou get thee not to the chamber, sir, I'll beat thee before the steward see. And then bespake William Stewart, these were the very words, said he, if thou beat thy daughter for my sake, thou'st beat 100 men and me. Then bespake him John Stewart, Lord, an angry man was he. O churl, if thou wouldst not have match with my brother, thou might have answered him courteously. Oh, hold thy peace, John Stewart, he said, and chamber thy words now, I bid thee. If thou chamber not thy words, sir, thou'lt lose a good service, so shalt thou do me. Marry, hang them that cares, says John Stewart, either for thy service or for thee. Services can I have enough, but brethren, we must ever be. William Stewart and his brother John to Argyle Castle gone they be, and when Willie came to Argyle Castle, into care bed then lo he. A parliament at Edinburgh was made, the king and his nobles all met there. They sent for William Stewart and John to come amongst amongst the other peers. Their clothing was of scarlet red, it was so seemly for to see. Black hats, white feathers, plued with gold, and set all on their heads truly. Their stockings were of twisted silk, with garters fringed about with gold. Their shoes were of the cord of vine, and all was comely to behold. And when they came to Edinburgh, they called for John, Stewart and Willie. I answer, in a lord's room, says Will Stewart, but an earl I hope to be. Come down, says the Lord of Mar, I knew not what was thy degree. Oh, churl, if I might not have match with thy daughter, it had not been long of my degree. My father, he is the king, his brother, and then the king is uncle to me. Oh, churl, if I might not have match with thy daughter, it had not been long of my degree. Oh, hold your peace, then said the king, Cousin William, I do bid thee. In faith, Cousin William, he loves you the worse, because you are akin to me. I'll make thee an earl with a silver wand, and add more honours still to thee. Thy brother John shall be a lord, of the best at home in his country. Thy brother Kester shall be a knight, lands and linings I will him give, and still he shall live in court with me, and I'll maintain him whilst he doth live. And when the Parliament was done, and all the folks away were gone, Willie Stewart and his brother John to Argyle Castle they be gone. But when they came to Argyle Castle, that was so far in that country, he thought so much then of his love, that into care bed then low he. John Stewart did see his brother ill, Lord, in his heart that he was woe. I will go wooing for thy sake, again yonder gay lady too. I'll clothe myself in strange array, in a beggar's habit I will go, that when I come before the Earl of Mar, my clothing strange he shall not know. John he got on a clouted cloak, so meet and low then by his knee, with 4 garters upon one leg, 2 above and 2 below truly. But if thou be a beggar, brother, thou art a beggar that is unknown, for thou art one of the stoutest beggars that ever I saw since I was born. Here, give the lady this gay gold ring, a token to her that well is known, and if she but advise it well, she'll know sometime it was her own. Stay, by my faith, I go not yet, John Stewart, he can reply. I'll have my bottle full of beer, the best that's in thy buttery. I'll have my satchel filled full of meat, I'm sure, brother, it'll do no harm, for before I come to the Earl of Mar's house, my lips, I'm sure, they will be warm. And when he came to the Earl of Mar's house, by chance it was of the dole day, but John could find no place to stand until he came to the lady gay. But many a beggar he threw down, and made them all with weeping say, he is the devil, he is no beggar, that is come forth of some strange country. And now the dole that it is dealt, and all the beggars be gone away, saving John Stewart that seemed a beggar, and the lady that was so gay. Lady, says John, I am no beggar, as by my clothes you may think I be. I am your servant, John Stewart, and I'm sent a messenger to thee. But if thou be John Stewart, as I do think that thou art he, avail thy cap, avail thy hood, and I will stand and speak to thee. How doth thy brother John Stewart, and all the lords in his country? Oh, fie upon thee, wicked woman, my brother he doth the worse for thee. With that the tears stood in her eyes, oh Lord, she wept so tenderly. Says, leave the blame unto my father, I pray you, John Stewart, lay it not to me. Commend me to my own true love, that lives so far in the north country, and bid him meet me at Martinsdale, fully within these days 3. Hang them, says the lady gay, that lets their father witting be. I'll prove a lady full of love, and be there by the sun, be a quarter high. And bid him bring with him 100 gunners, and rank riders let them be. Let them be of the rankest riders that are to be found in that country. The best and worst and all in like, bid him clothe them in one livery. And for his men green is the best, and green now let their liveries be. And clothe himself in scarlet red, that is so seemly for to see. For scarlet is a fair colour, and pleasant in a woman's eye. What the lady said, John Stewart writ, to Argyle Castle sent it he, his bag and his dish and showing horn. Unto 3 beggars he gave them all 3. And when Willie Stewart saw the letter, forth of care bed then lope he thought himself as lusty and sound as any man in that country. He mustered together his merry men all, he mustered them so lovingly, he thought he had scarce 100, then had he 11 score and 3. He chose forth 100 of the best that were to be found in that company, and presently they took their horse, and to Martinsdale posted he. And when he came to Martinsdale, he found his love staying there truly, but she was a lady true of love, and was there by the sun, was a quarter high. She kissed William Stewart and his brother John, so did she part of his merry men. If the churl thy father he were here, he should not have thee back again. They sent for priest, they sent for clerk, and they were married there with speed. William took the lady home with him, and they lived together long time indeed. And in 12 months so they wrought, the lady she was great with child. They sent John Stewart to the Earl of Mar to come and christen the bairn so mild. And if this be so, says the Earl of Mar, John Stewart, as thou tellest me, I hope in God you have married my daughter and put her body to honesty. Nay, by my faith, then, says John Stewart, forever, alas, that shall not be. For now we have put her body to shame, thou'st have her hame again to thee. I'd rather make thee Earl of Mar and marry my daughter unto thee. For by my faith, says the Earl of Mar, her marriage is marred in our country. If this be so, then, says John Stewart, a marriage soon that thou shalt see. For my brother William, my father's heir, shall marry thy daughter before thine eye. They sent for priest, they sent for clerk, and married there they were with speed. And William Stewart is Earl of Mar, and his father-in-law dwells with him in